Hi, my name is Carolyn Fester. I guess my story started 5 years ago when my dentist sent me to a doctor and they discovered I had head and neck cancer and gave me 2 years to live unless I had an operation. I decided not to do that because I'm a homeopath, a nutritionist, a kinesiologist, and just didn't feel it was right. So I went off trying all sorts of things, and my sister told me about ThetaHealing and put me in touch with a lady in Australia. And the first session was 3 hours long, and the first thing she told me, I'd broken my coccyx and everything about my childhood, and I just felt amazing afterwards. So in the April, I discovered courses in England and went and did DNA 1 and 2, and then advanced, and then I felt so amazing, I did them again. And then well, a variety of things, but the following year I felt well enough to travel to America and did intuitive anatomy with Vienna, which was just fantastic. 3 weeks in ThetaHealing with Vienna, and just the best. I've worked on so many issues. Vienna confirmed what I'd believed, which was mercury and DDT poisoning, as I grew up on a farm in Australia. And I was pretty well. I was doing pretty well. But I had had the cancer, they decided, for about 17 years, so it had spread all through my head and neck, and went out to Australia, saw Vienna again about 2 years ago. It was terrific, and it was a very emotional time. My mother was dying, all sorts of things went on. When I came back to England, all my neck had come up. It was enormous, absolutely huge. And I knew I was losing, so I agreed to see a surgeon, and he cut my face in half, peeled it back, took out my upper jaw and teeth, cut my throat there and down there, and they made me a new palate from my arm, and I've got that inside. It was 15 hours, and I'm in my 60s, and they couldn't believe how well I recovered, which was only ThetaHealing. I cannot tell you, I sat there, put myself in theta all these years, but particularly then, and just, I had no pain relief other than the first 3 days in hospital. They had me on a morphine drip, but that was out of my control. I had no pain at all the whole time, which they couldn't believe. I was out of hospital within 2 weeks, and I've got photos, and 2 weeks and 2 days later, after I washed my hair, I looked, well, not as good as this, obviously, but pretty good. So that was fine. It took a long time to recover because they've cut the nerves in my arms, and lifting my arms up is very difficult. Then I guess I felt really terrific. Kept having ThetaHealing, always working on myself, and I teach it as well. And September, I thought, I feel good. October, I thought, I'm not right. Went to a party with my husband, came home, felt my right breast and discovered a lump that big. Went along to the doctor, who said it was grade 3 cancer. And I thought, I was not happy, as you can imagine. And for the first time, all the time, during the first cancer, I knew I wouldn't die, even though they told me I would. I knew everything was going to be all right. This time, I didn't think I'd die, but it was really hard. So I screamed at God and said, send me someone to help. And I looked on my computer the next day and saw Vienna was coming to London, which I thought was the first time she'd ever been. Went up and did Rainbow Children. Well, she gave me Rainbow Children, told me to come and do it, worked on me, and it just turned everything around. I went in December, had a mastectomy, and, well, I feel fantastic. I don't know what anyone says, but I'm back working. I think I look all right. They told me I wouldn't be able to talk, eat, swallow, anything, and I really put it all down to Theta. I mean, obviously a great surgeon, but the theta healing has been miraculous in keeping me even, hearing voices that tell me what to do, which always turns out to be the right thing for me. So, I thank God, and I thank him for Vienna and theta healing. And I hope it helps everyone else like it's helped me. Thank you.